Autographs after this.
All right, Nelson. Can you speak? Yeah.
And now we'll have 4 of our rising 8th graders from the Hardin Park Golden Eagles basketball team. Our first question comes from Madison of the New York Times.
This question is for Zach West. Congratulations on your regular season championship this past season. Even though you finished with the best record in the league, it must have hurt losing in the championship of the postseason tournament. Can you tell us about that experience?
The postseason was great up until playing Green Valley, which really kind of threw us off for a couple practices, but when we came back in Bethel, we played even better, and that motivated us out for the rest of the season and into the playoffs. And then going into the playoffs, we felt pretty good. It was good to get revenge against Green Valley and beating them by 1-5. And then going into the championship, now that we lost, that'll motivate us even more and come back and win next year.
Nelson of the Watauga Democrat. This question is for Captain. Being that Parkway is your rival and they beat you in the tournament championship last year, what are your thoughts on the match against Parkway next season?
The match against Parkway next season, I think it's going to be better than last year because our team's going to get better and progress on. I think that they know what they're going to go up against and not going to be as good last year because they don't practice as much as we do every day, plus snow days, which get a little bit tiring, but get used to it. And I think it would be a lot better, and it's going to be tough, but it's going to be good.
Our next question comes from Paxton of the Huffington Post.
This one is directed towards Zach. How do you plan on filling the shoes of a guy like Philip Shoes? Do you think that you can fill that role and bring that defensive effort they really do?
Philip was great at defense and he was a good lockdown defender. And I'm looking forward to next year because I'm hoping to be able to take his spot and shut down the team playing best player. And although we'll do it as a team on defense, hopefully I'll be able to guard the best players.
Tilly of ESPN Radio.
This question is for Ethan and Brian. What was the hardest part about last season?
Probably coaches' practices.
Yeah. Mostly just the running. We know it was to build up our endurance and stamina, but it was a lot of running.
Yeah.
Liam of BleachReport.com.
This question is for any of the players. How is it playing for Coach Epley?
Alright, I guess we'll start this way and go down. I think playing for Coach Epley is a challenge with the running and all that stuff. I think it's good, you know, when you have a minute 10 on the clock to run a championship and they're running right beside you. It's a challenge to keep you going on, and I think it's made us better and made us progress on.
Practices are more competitive, and there's a different atmosphere than with older coaches who haven't played basketball in a long time. So,
yeah.
I like Ethan's there.
Well, Chad's a great coach and he makes, well, I like about him is he makes you do what you're not good at, make you even better. Like when I went into my second grade year, I couldn't shoot a layup with my left hand to save my life, but now I've gotten a lot better at it. And all the running, I mean, it seems like a lot in practice, but afterwards you appreciate it because it helps you in all other sports and everything else you do. I like how in games he's always off the bench and he's really energetic, cheering us on. And he never lets us get down on ourselves when we make a bad play or anything like that.
Shaylin of ESPN.
Although you won most of your games by more than 20 points, the team's three-point shooting wasn't always up to par. Do you think that you can bring some improved range to help stretch the defense this coming season?
Well, I think if we work more on concentrating and having good form and we're not too nervous in games, then we can bring it up more.
Drew of USA Today.
My question is for the defense players, Bryant and captain. If you end up being undersized next season, do you see that being an issue for you?
Well, I don't think we're going to be undersized this year. But if we are, then our speed is going to compensate for that because we're both
Pretty fast.
relatively fast. And so then usually the bigger you are, the slower you are. But I think we can make up for that.
And how high we can jump and all that stuff, rebounds and all that stuff. I think that for the most part we're faster and bigger and can jump higher than all of them. Because you don't really have to be big to be good at basketball. You have to be fast and just, you know, good like skills and stuff.
Madison of Yahoo Sports.
This question is for Bryant. What have you been trying to improve on as an individual for next season?
As an individual, I've been trying to be able to play more positions. Last year I was usually in power forward or small forward, but this year I played with the high schoolers and I'm a shooting guard and point guard there, so I can practice being able to play most positions and getting faster.
Pruis of Sports Illustrated for Kids.
My question is to you. What has been your biggest motivation to win the tournament championship next year?
Probably the fact that we lost last year, and also that the year before that, my brother, who was an 8th grader, they had an 18-point lead going in halftime, and they blew it and lost the championship. And also the way all of us felt in the locker room after that game, we were really motivated for next year. And then I saw last year, playing for him.
Shay Shay of MTN.
To Captain and Bryant, what are you looking forward to most next season?
The most probably next year I'm looking for is what I would look for is most is when that ball is tipped off, because once that ball is tipped off in the beginning of the game, you forget about everything. You forget about your homework, your girlfriend sitting in the stands, anything about that. It's just, you're all in the game at that point, and it's just kind of like a in the zone type feeling. It's good to like not be as stressed on other stuff, be stressed and like right now you can accomplish things.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to being the 8th grader, the older one, and being able to have more responsibility and leading the team. Not you, Zach. This is for me. And so, you can say
Question
something.
wasn't for me, but I'm looking forward to kicking Berkeley, but yeah.
Carson of ESPN's Middle School Hoops.
To Ethan and Zach, I know you're excited about next season. What suggestions would you give to your future teammates in regards to how hard they'll have to work and what they'll need to bring to your team?
Effort. They have to give 100% every day. And not to come in with a bad attitude. Always have a good attitude, because you're always going to run. Well, when I was coming in 7th grade, I had no clue that practices would be as hard as they would, and so I suggested them to come focused to practice every day and ready to work hard, because if you're not focused, you'll get yelled at and have to run.
Last question goes to Jasper of Slam Magazine.
To all four of you, who will win the second annual Hardin Park Dunk Contest? Or will you let Bryant defend this title?
Let's go with me.
I believe Captain Morgan is, because Captain is the head of the team, and he will not be undersized this time.
I want to sue you for copyright.
And I will do a backwards dunk again.
You're going to hit your head on the rim, dude.
Well,
I'm
it's
going
not going to be me. I'm the shortest.
Yeah.
I'm the shortest, but I can get all of them, and so I'm going to do a 360 on Bryant.
Yeah, better than when I jumped over you. I jumped over you, though.
It's not going to be me.
Ethan doesn't have a chance. EJ.
He's going to be our judge. He's not going to be
Really, like, we'll be judged.
So we will accept signatures at the time.
That's all the questions for today.